welcome to another video. Today you are watching a Get Ready With Me where I lay things down, do my makeup, we talk, the camera's on. It's kind of a fun, very casual type of video. I feel like I haven't done one of these in at least a month or two, so it's probably time for an update. Today in particular, I think I'm going to do kind of a soft spring, hazy, smoky eye. Nothing too crazy with a tiny bit of color, but I want to focus on a bright lip because I find that, you know, it's one of those looks that's very easy for me to do in terms of just getting ready. It makes a big statement, and I'm pretty sure I haven't done a bright lip in one of these Get Ready With Me videos before, so let's delve into this one. For starters, I'm going to use an eyeshadow primer, which does not happen very frequently whenever I do eye makeup, mostly because I find them a little bit redundant for my purposes. I feel like eyeshadow should perform excellently on their own for the most part, but a shadow I'm going to use later in this look does require a bit of a primer. That's on here now, and I'm going to start with the lightest shade first, and then we'll go in with a bit of contouring in the inner corner and the outer corner, okay? So first off then, the Urban Decay eyeshadow in the color Sin. I've talked about that this is one I've been using pretty frequently because it's just such a beautiful easy to wear color. A bit of that on my brush and focusing that in the center of the lids. So I have been wearing a lot of bright lips recently just because they're easy, like I said, and if I want to go out and make a quick impact and do some quick makeup, I feel like bright lips, a really simple eye, lashes, of course, always lashes, and I'm done, you know, not too much to think about. And then I'm going to use this palette, which is new, and I have just reviewed it over on my blog, and you guys have probably either seen this or are going to see it very soon, and I feel like most of you will wonder about it, so I want to use that today in this Get Ready With Me. And I'm going to use, I think, one of the darker shades. There's a mirror here, I'm trying to blind you. Maybe one of these colors, or one of these like matte shades right here. These are expensive at retail, at full retail price for what they are, but I feel like there's not much selection in the drugstore category, so perhaps this is something still worth looking into. And I'm going to actually use this mirror because, or else I can't see too well. I'm going to take that, I think, dust it off a little bit and place it on the outer corner. Right here, and then a little bit right here. Looking a little crazy, I know. And we'll blend that out into a smooth gradation with another brush. So, what's new? What makeup products have you been using lately that have been your everyday go-tos or that you recently discovered? I find that I haven't bought a lot of makeup lately just because, for one, I feel like makeup is getting a lot more expensive even in the drugstore, for one. And on another note, I'm trying to save up money for a sewing machine. That's kind of a work in progress. For a sewing machine, so I've been doing this thing where every month, you know, I take out 50 bucks like in cash and I'll put it in an envelope to save up, and I'll label that my sewing machine fund because I want to get and spend my money on a good solid sewing machine. But I'm really excited about it because this sewing machine I have at home right now, it's a modern Singer, and Singer is a great brand as a whole. I mean, they're a real American classic when it comes to sewing machines. But the one that I have, kind of the watered down version, is ridiculously terrible. And then with this wardrobe architect overhaul, I've been spending some money, you know, on clothes and things like that to build up my wardrobe. So for this look, should tell you why I'm doing this, I'm sort of slowly layering up the color and following the general feel of my eye socket. Now, I'm not someone with a very deep socket or deep set eyes, so you just kind of have to feel around and do it this way. I do not like doing a cut crease personally because I find it can go really wrong really quickly, but I do like doing this type of sandwich look. Well, that's what I call it, but you put a light color right in the center and then darker on the edges Still gives you a bit of dimension without going totally cut crease on you. So I've got the top shadow more or less set. I'll go back and re-highlight the center of the eyelid in just a second. But taking the same color on the brush that actually comes with the palette, I'm going to define and smoke out the lower lash line. Again, this will look really crazy for now. I feel like this is one of those looks that don't come together until you have the lashes, the eyebrows, the base makeup, everything on, and then it just magically pulls itself together. So don't worry. It will come together, I hope. By the way, you guys, like my hair? I'll show you my hair really quickly. I've been doing this Blogilates thing, like I talked to you guys about before, and one thing I did not expect was how much of a hassle I would have with my hair. Now, I have long hair, and whenever you do regular exercise, and in the case of Blogilates, it's like every single day, your hair gets so gross, and then I don't want to wash my hair every day, but then I want to take pictures, and blog, and I don't want the greasy hair, and I'm not that great at doing updos on myself, so I always feel like, gosh, what am I doing with my hair? So this is actually second day hair. I attempted to style it and put it all the way up. It just looked ridiculous. So I did this kind of faux headband braid that I've seen some of you guys do over on YouTube in tutorials, and this is the best I got. I'm not sure if this is any good, to be honest. So liquid liner as per usual. There we go, some on this side, some on the other side. And do my brows first because I feel a little ridiculous without my eyebrows. Especially if you're wearing something this, I guess, smoky, you really need some contrast from a few defining features, and I feel like eyebrows are good for that. So eyebrows, so then I'm going to draw them in quite intensely with a powder. This is just an eyeshadow from Too Faced. This is called Sexpresso. By the way, you guys like Too Faced eyeshadow palettes? I've been thinking of getting one of them because, I don't know, they look nice and I don't have one. So I was thinking of getting one of them, but there's a lot of options to choose from. Do you guys have a favorite Too Faced eyeshadow palette? If you do, please let me know and tell me why that you like it or what you would recommend for my complexion or my taste. So probably one of the nude ones, and I was looking at one of them which had this brow color, which I'm using, the Sexpresso, in there. So I could potentially use that for both eyeshadow and get my brows done all in one palette. Okay, so while we were away, I did my mascara and curl my lashes and put on some falsies, and just want to show you the difference in this pair of falsies I've been really enjoying lately. These are from Dolly Wink, but unlike the usual ones I wear, which are called Sweet Cat, those are more of a cat eye shape. This one is called Natural Dolly number 9 from the Otona series, and this has a more kind of natural spread out look versus something a little bit denser like the Sweet Cat. And I have been liking these. They kind of grew on me. I wasn't crazy about their look the first couple times I wore them, but right now, as you can see, makes still a naturally enhancing difference in the look of my eye makeup. So I'm going to curl my lashes and put on these on the other side as well. Now lashes on both eyes. Time to do a little inner liner with a nude pencil. I have this one from NYX. You can use one from MAC, or one from Rimmel, or one from Shulamura. Lots of options now out there for nude eye pencils. You gotta do some mascara on the bottom lashes too. So CoverGirl as usual. So back to the face, I'm actually just rehydrating my skin with a bit of a toner. We can use an essence lotion or whatever that you like to use. Just because it's been a while since I did my skincare. As I put on my eye makeup first, I'm going to prep my skin just a little bit with some moisture. I find that foundation goes on much nicer over moist, freshly done skin. I've got MAC's Face and Body Foundation right here. You know this is a favorite of mine. And I'm just going to put some in the palm of my hand and apply it with my fingers. Now, you guys, there's been a couple of foundations that have really been making a splash in the beauty scene. in the last month or two. One of them, of course, being the Cover FX custom cover drops, which I am really interested in. But here's the deal. I went down to Sephora the other day, pretty much just looking for that, as Sephora was, or allegedly, is the exclusive carrier of that product from Cover FX, you know, the one that comes with a little dropper. Could not find it. The sales assistant kind of looked at me with this puzzled eye for a while, and then she told me that they don't have it. I'm not sure if they don't stock it in the store or what, but I went to one of the bigger stores in the city, the one on Robson in downtown Vancouver, and they don't have it. That actually makes me want it even more because I can't get my hands on it. But if you have experience with the Cover FX custom cover drops, let me know in the comments below if you like it. Is it worthwhile hunting it down? Because now it seems like I've got to really hunt it down, as it's a little bit hard to find. Another one that's been perking my interest is, of course, the Lancome Miracle CC cushion, which, you know, CC cushions being a big deal in Asian cosmetics, and now Lancome has done one since Lisa Eldridge jumped ship and went to Lancome, I think, from Chanel. I'm just going to put on a little bit of powder. And actually, one thing I like to do with powder is taking it on a puff, getting some on here, and then working it in the palm of my hand a little bit first before taking it on my skin. And because the MAC Face and Body is quite a glowy product, and we're having quite a warm streak this week, I've been wearing a bit of powder actually. Using a velour puff actually gives you a bit of coverage as well while you're doing this. There was one called Floof. There we go, Floof. It was a beautiful, beautiful color, and I kind of miss it. So I'm thinking I should go back to MAC sometime in the next month or so and pick up a couple of things. I actually do have some MAC empties that I should take back to MAC, so I could do that and re-pick up the Floof eyeshadow because that was a beautiful, beautiful highlight. And now we can do lipstick. Now you guys know I love lipstick, especially, you know, beautiful textures. And I'm using this one here that's a matte velvet texture from Liz Wattier. You will love the color. It's exceptionally beautiful, especially on pale skin. So here we go. And here we have it, the finished look. Went with a bit of a hazy, softly smoky eye and some bottom shadow and this beautiful banging lip. So crazy about this lip color right now. It's this mix between a rose and a raspberry. Super flattering in a velour finish. So not super, super matte, but very lush in the way that it looks and feels as well. So hope you enjoyed this look. Leave me some comments down below. Vote with a thumbs up if you really loved it. And let me know of any future video suggestions that you have floating around in your head. You always have great ideas. Working on a few things coming up. I think there is a favorite makeup brush video coming up. There will also be a 1-month Blogilates update and review coming up, and maybe a couple things here and there. Again, let me know of your thoughts. I will see you next time. Feel free to join me over on social media and take great care of yourselves. See you next time. Bye-bye.